I want that person.
It's a real good story.
Yes.
No, I'm glad he lived. But the award.
Good point.
I'm switching my answer now. There we go.
I was going to say you want it because you're so sweet in it.
Travis.
There's a semi. Game on!
Hello, and welcome to the SquadPod.
Whee!
I'm so excited for today.
Me too. I am so excited. I mean, 100% SummerSlam discussion.
Yep, that's what it's about today, wrestling.
I know. It is so exciting. I think, it's an exciting event, number one, but the fact that it's here in Cleveland, I mean, I don't know how you feel, like even last night watching Raw and just seeing them show Cleveland Browns Stadium, you see the city, it just flashes back to 2021. We had the NFL draft here and all the attention's on our great city. And I'm so excited. Even more excited to go.
Yeah. But before we get started, we want to make sure that everybody is up to par.
Woo!
You want to call that out?
You got it. Yeah. So make sure that you are following and subscribing to us on YouTube. That's how you can really connect with us as we are live. You can also find us at Bougie Sports at Bougie Sports on X and Facebook. We are live there as well. And you will also find us at The Real Squad Pod on X. I'm trying not to move my arms into an X right now like I normally do. God, I can't help it. And then big news, guys. Our website is back up. Yvette's done a tremendous job to get bougiesports.net up and running. So you can go on there and see all kinds of content, past episodes. She's always doing, a podcast off of obviously the Squad Pod and going on to, again, YouTube. Follow, subscribe there. Numero uno.
Yes.
Yes.
So we got a super fun show today, and we would like to just get into it and dig into all the wrestling. So let's bring on Lou and Jeff. Welcome.
Yes.
Jeff. Hey.
How is everybody?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Jeff and Lou, Lou and Jeff.
Yes.
Yes. Jeff and I go way back. We go
all the way back.
Yeah,
way
back.
Like what, about 34 years, 33 years, something like that?
Back to when I had hair. That's a long time. Like early 90s. Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
I was in his wedding. I was one of the groomsmen in his wedding.
gosh,
Yeah.
That's a new
amazing.
fact.
He was one of the
Yeah,
main men.
No.
Yeah,
That's a fun
22
fact.
years ago. Yeah, it's a fun fact. I was partnered with your sister, Becky, wasn't I?
That's right. She was your groomsman, bridesmaid partner.
Bridesmaid. Yeah, that was a fun time, Jeff. That was a fun time.
That is awesome.
And the very first wrestling show I ever announced 30 years ago, look who was in the main event.
I was. I remember when because we won, I had to wait because we couldn't leave because people were waiting to fight me. I was like, all right, yeah. Those were the days, man. Because I do remember, like, because you and your wife Jennifer, like, you dated for a while, and then you weren't dating, and then you got back together. I remember that. Yeah.
Quite a turbulent time, as I recall.
No.
Turbulent time.
Well, do you know what he? Well, no, he played a little. He tried to play a little trick on her because he took her wheelchair, and he was hoping that she'd come crawling back to him.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Okay.
ironically, it was me that ended up crawling back to her, and that's why I've been married for 20 years.
Just so you know, I cleared that joke with them before I said it. Just so you know.
We approved.
I wrote it. I did. I was like, let me make sure this is okay. And she laughed. So she was like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I've had
I've
the
known her for a
pleasure
long
of meeting her. She's such a lovely lady. Of course, she's going to think she's got a good sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So
it was good times.
Let's get into a little SummerSlam. We want to first review the details, Lysandra, of what we have coming up here on August 3rd.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yes,
I mean, if you haven't been watching TV or watching wrestling for some reason, SummerSlam's coming to Cleveland August 3rd. I'm not sure if there's still tickets available, but if there are, snag them up and
I don't know.
head down to Cleveland Browns Stadium and make it a great time. I wish I could go, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
I live
SmackDown.
vicariously through you, Lana.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And SmackDown is Friday night at Rocket Mortgage
Yeah.
Fieldhouse. So
Mhm.
it's a whole thing. I mean, there's Sami Zayn's going to be doing a comedy show somewhere
I've
downtown.
heard about that.
There is so much
Where's that
happening.
going to be? Where's that going to be? Do you know?
I can't remember.
Is it Hilarities or I know that's downtown.
I don't think so. It's
I
Okay,
should
I'll
have
look it
taken
up.
a screenshot of that. I did.
I should have too.
I took a
It's okay.
screenshot of the event happening the day before. It's going to be in front of Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, free to the
Fan
public.
fest.
Yes.
There's a fan fest.
Are you going to be able to make it, Lana?
I'm hoping so. I'm going to try to go to that because I want to go to that.
Did you guys? Well, just not on a side note. Were you guys aware of what happened with Gargano's, the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so
Okay.
terrible.
So sad.
Yeah. Because I saw that. I was like, wait a second. I remember when I heard the story on the news. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I've known John.
Yeah.
I remember when Johnny was first starting out.
Mhm.
God, it was a long time ago. But go ahead.
The restaurant burned down, basically, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The family-owned restaurant. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
his dad's restaurant that he.
I saw it on the news, and one of those things where the news is on, I'm getting ready for work, and I'm not fully paying attention.
Yeah,
so I
same
wasn't
here.
listening. And then later, I saw Johnny's ex post. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was his family's restaurant. That was very, very sad.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the history of SummerSlam. Its beginning. The very first SummerSlam was August 29th of 1988. Don't we all remember and love the late 80s?
I was 9 years old.
I was older than that.
Me too. I was older than that too.
So was I.
Oh
Dare
my
I say
gosh, am
twice
I
as
the
old?
baby of the group?
You're the baby.
Was that the Hogan Savage against DiBiase and Andre?
That
Mega
was
Powers
it was
and the
Mega
Mega Bucks.
Powers against Mega Bucks.
That was
That's right.
also when the Ultimate Warrior took Honky Tonk Man's belt, I believe, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was
amazing. That was so fun.
Jesse Ventura was guest ref.
Yep. And
Yeah, for the
Elizabeth
main event he was, yes.
took off
Yeah.
her skirt. That made everybody look at her. Yeah.
Whoa, Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden was where it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So huge event. And then in 1992 was the first pay-per-view. Was when we first went to pay-per-view. Doesn't that sound so funny? I mean, just 1992. Ooh.
That was the one in England.
Yeah, London.
Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
Yes. Wembley
Bret Hart,
Stadium with
Bret
Davey
Hart,
Boy Smith.
Bulldog. Yeah. Bret Hart and Bulldog. Yep.
Mhm.
That
The
was
stories behind that. The stories behind that match.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
The largest, well, the first largest SummerSlam, there was a little lull. And then, of course, 2020, we didn't have one, but 2021, 80,000 in attendance in Nevada for that
Really?
SummerSlam. Yes.
Wow.
But then Detroit came sweeping in 2023 to become the highest grossing. It was the highest grossing non-WrestleMania event in Detroit in 2023. 2022 was the Nashville event, which we are going to see a little clip of, which was very intriguing to me because there's a tractor involved.
Yes.
So
Nashville, Tennessee, of all places.
We'll talk about that. And Damage Control was started there at that Nashville event. LA Knight won.
Real quick, I did a little
Battle
research.
Royale. Yeah.
Sami Zayn's comedy will be at the Agora Theater and Ballroom.
That's it. I knew it was hilarities. So Agora.
Agora. Okay, that's it. Just did a Google search. That's all I did. All right.
And
Nick says, for the record, WrestleMania in Detroit was amazing.
Yeah,
I bet it was.
Yep. Now, here's another little fact too, which ties into our 2024 here. And I'm sure you all know this or remember this, but in 2017, Bailey was injured by Jax in the shoulder.
Nia Jax.
And and now they're going to face off again. Here we go at SummerSlam. So this is she was injured SummerSlam 2017, and now they're going to match up again here in 2024. So
about to come full circle.
It's going to come for full circle. So super excited. So those are just some sprinkling of some facts.
We have some more facts though.
Yes, we do. We have lots of
We
facts.
do. We actually have some science facts. So we're gonna have some bougie science here, and we're
My
gonna bring
favorite. I love
on
weird science.
Back in the 80s.
Sherry.
Where'd she go?
Oh wait,
Ah,
who is that?
Wow.
Who is that?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm here today. I am the flamingo flamethrower. I'm here. I'm calling out Brownie the elf. That's right. Cleveland Browns mascot. I'm calling you out to a match at FanFest to put you in your place, Brownie the elf.
Don't
You
hurt
little
my
twerp.
brownie.
No, I mean, what's an elf? What's a little twerpy nothing? Are you going to sit on a shelf? Are you going to watch us? Are you stalking children? Ew. How disgusting. I'm going to put you in my signature move, the flamingo kick, not the crane kick, but the flamingo kick.
And we're gonna flamethrow it?
You're going down. Yeah. The end, and he's going in the flame thrower tornado, and then to finish him off, he's going in the flamingo kick.
Oh Jesus!
Oh
And I
my
will
gosh.
find
Yes.
You
that elf.
shouldn't give out your
Guys, we're
secrets, Flamingo.
Oh,
Yeah.
it could have just been a ruse.
right. Just make sure that Dobby doesn't do a run-in on Brownie's behalf.
Yeah,
Because those
yeah,
elves,
yeah.
those elves, they stick together.
That's
Right.
right.
Yes,
That's
they
right.
It's I heard birds of a feather flock together, so I
They
got a
do.
gang with me in the other room
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Well,
that enjoy
with that
other
said,
pyrotechnics.
we're gonna kick you out, Flamingo Flamethrower,
Whoa!
because we
Ah,
want to learn some
jeez.
science, and we
What
want to
the
see
heck?
Sherry. So
Yeah, we need Sherry.
you need to
Yeah,
skedaddle.
where's my Friday night
Oh,
tag
man.
partner?
You guys suck. You're all going down. I'm putting you all in a headlock. You're all going to get noogied so hard.
I'm tapping
Wow.
out
My
already.
goodness.
Is that a
Tapping out.
wrestling
You should
move,
be.
Nagid?
Yeah.
Noogied.
Yes, that's I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
terrified.
Be gone, Flamingo
I-
Flamethrower.
How
Slaughter,
dare
that's
you.
Sergeant Slaughter. That was his
Okay.
thing. Be a noogie of doom.
Jesus.
For me, that's
That
foreplay.
was hilarious.
We're
That
gonna
was
bring
hilarious.
Sherry in.
Yes, I said that, Jeff. Yeah, I said that out loud.
Sure you did.
Wait, let me get my glasses. You didn't give me enough time to find my glasses. Jeez,
Oh,
woman.
shit.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, you changed that
Okay.
name.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
Clark
Hey,
Kent and
here.
Superman, right?
Okay, what was
It is.
that?
You know
I
how
saw
much I love
somebody in-
Superman right now.
She's Thelma from Scooby Doo. She can't see anything without her
Yeah,
glasses.
well, surprisingly, my vision's a
What
little
science?
better.
What science are you going to bestow on us?
Yes, we're
Drop
excited
the
for this.
science like Galileo
Nothing?
dropped the orange.
Nothing
Yes.
that I'm well versed in.
Sir
So
Isaac
it's
Newton
not.
and the apple from the tree.
Well, right. We are going to discuss because that's more so relevant to wrestling. And I have notes because my PhD and my phony diploma is not in physics. So
Your phone
My
is supposed
phone-
to be in anything.
Well,
right.
did you,
Whatever you
well,
like.
I have to tell you, my original college major was women's studies, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I became impressed.
That's called Lou. That's gynecology. You need an MD
Wow.
for that. That's a
Wow.
lot.
That's
That's
medical school.
That's
Yes.
You
That's
never skip class.
yeah.
well, that too. But gynecology is the same as being like a pizza delivery because you can smell it, but you can't eat it.
Oh Jesus.
Gross. Okay.
Gross.
Let's move on to our
Let's-
science
Science.
background.
Yeah, let's go on with wrestling
Okay.
science.
Yay.
I could kill a room, can't I? Jesus,
Whoa, you sure did.
the silent judgment are great.
Yes.
Silently
that's,
judging
That's
the
what you
whole
get.
episode.
Silent judging.
Oh, I'm used to it. I'm used
yeah, that is true. Between me and Corey, right?
Oh yeah, I'm used to it. They just quiet and they look at me.
Okay. My background. Oh no. So let's see.
What- Was
We have-
Oh, yeah.
we have the Hulk, and what's on the? I see the Hulk.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
Oh, let's
Okay.
Bebop?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Rocksteady?
Shredder?
All right.
No,
Okay.
Shredder.
That's not
I
Shredder.
don't
No,
know
I
any
can't
Shredders very
see.
well.
hold on, let's get a better view of that.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There we
All right.
go.
So
Okay.
Is that Rocksteady from the Ninja Turtles?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. You are
Oh.
correct.
Ah,
You are
Oh,
correct.
smash.
Look at you. You know
yeah,
your nerd stuff.
I
I
do.
know. I know.
I do.
You're my other nerd. So we're gonna start with Newton's third law, and we're going to demonstrate. It's just going to be like, I'm glad you had me on so I could play with action figures on a podcast, but you know, that's how you bring the boys to the yard with the action figures, am I right?
Heck yeah.
Okay, not physics, because it gets complicated and sometimes it, you know, they like to pontificate, it gets drawn out. Okay. Do we know for every action there is an equal and opposite
Reaction.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so that is what we're going to demonstrate. That is the first, well, actually, it's the third law that Newton likes to demonstrate. For instance, one wrestler tries to exert more force than their opponent, like Lou, I'm sure has had. He forgot. I'm going to call on you next.
I'm paying attention.
Okay. Okay.
What?
So for instance, these guys, if somebody comes forward and he's exerting more force,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, don't put me in the main. Then I see myself all big and can't.
Are you that self-conscious?
I have to
I
see
don't want to
it.
be that big.
I don't want to be that.
Yes.
Mom.
Dang
Okay,
it. I
thank
just
you.
wanted to see. Okay.
Oh, I know
You
you
wanna
wanted to
see
see the toys. The toys.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So when they face each other,
Mm-hmm.
one of them is
You gotta
going
grab the cat real quick.
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know.
I thought I heard something about a cat.
I don't. Oh
cat?
God.
Oh, okay, he had to poop.
Okay.
We don't want to demonstrate cats doing this.
Oh
Anyways,
no.
go
Well, that
ahead.
would be kind of funny. That would be funny. So one guy's gonna push the other guy. The other guy's gonna hold still. The other guy's gonna move. What's gonna happen?
One of them is going to get. One of them's going to fall.
Exactly. Oh,
Right.
cat.
And you want to keep them down.
Exactly. Okay. Which moves us on to our first law. Objects will not change its motion unless a force acts upon it. So if one guy's stronger than the other and he's planted, really well planted, like
So
I'm sure Lou.
right, like the irresistible force versus the immovable object.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly.
Quoting Gorilla
Exactly.
Monsoon here. Yes.
Yeah. So that would be a great. I don't know who that is. Well, you guys know that.
Gorilla Monsoon? Yeah, he was a longtime
gosh.
wrestler and
Yeah.
sports commentator. Yeah.
My favorite wrestling announcer ever.
Oh,
Oh wow, really?
Oh,
That's
really?
Oh, yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, he was the greatest.
Well,
Yep.
his real name was Gino Morella, and
Mhm.
his son was Joey Morella, who was the referee. And it was
Mhm.
tragic. Was it 94?
That sounds right. 94.
Yeah, he died in a car accident. Yeah, he was never the same after
Oh
that.
no.
Yeah, I remember that because like the
Terrible.
4th of July weekend is always like a taboo weekend. You remember that, Jeff?
Yes,
Because a lot of wrestlers have died traveling on that weekend. So
Wow,
and
that's
Wow.
awful. I never realized
Adonis,
that.
was it Bruiser Brody too?
I think
I think-
so.
Bruiser Brody
Gosh.
and I think Adonis, JYD. Yeah, so there's and Joey Morella. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It's always like, don't work on 4th of July. Stay
Wow.
home. Stay home. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of got off subject there. Let's get more on the science stuff. I want to learn
Well.
sciencey things.
Well, this is more of an expertise of
Yes.
yours, obviously.
Me?
Yeah. You're
I
moving heavy objects.
Well, do I have to go into detail?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Back on track. Okay. No.
Yes.
I know where he's gonna take it.
So
Okay.
what's the second
I
law?
love it. I love it when I
Yeah,
tell
second
you.
We wanna
law.
move-
Second
Okay.
law. It's actually the first law. The second law is the first law. States that an object will not change its motion unless a force acts on it.
Mhm.
For example, a smaller wrestler can accelerate when a larger wrestler applies force to them, such as with a body check. And
Yes.
that's hilarious because, well, they're kind of,
Or a
I
shoulder
would say they're
check.
kind of about
the same size. Yeah.
so it doesn't really apply to these guys. So we'll just pretend.
Somebody disappeared. I think
Oh
Jeff's
no.
there.
Jeff's
His camera's off. His camera's off. Okay.
Okay, and then the third law
Whatever
that
he's
we're just
doing.
gonna dip our toes into is the law of inertia, which is,
Oh,
it's
the for an object in motion to stay in motion unless there's friction or something like that.
well close. An object in motion will remain in motion in a straight line at a consistent speed.
Can't
So
argue.
again, like one of your attackers coming at somebody in a straight line is going to stay in that straight line until
He's diverted.
exactly.
Until
So-
there's friction or something. Yeah.
Some obstruction. Would you say an obstruction?
Exactly. I
Yeah,
would say an
yeah.
obstruction.
Okay.
Mhm. And so
You following this shit, Jeff?
A little.
It's
like-
I'm not.
I mean, I'm just
not,
like-
Yeah, that's where you.
well, this is
I'm like-
this is pretty much the last law, so you don't have to worry about.
And next, we're gonna have to do math. All right?
No, we're going to
No.
we got a
Just
video.
teasing.
We got
I'm
a
te-
really good video to watch.
I'm
You
teasing.
got a cool
I'm
video.
joking.
There will be
We
no
have a
math.
great
Everybody,
video
do
coming
not
next.
worry.
Don't you know
That's-
sarcasm when you hear it? All right. Here we go.
So
Are we done with the laws?
yeah, I just picked
3.
the easy ones because then it gets nitty gritty when you add in arcs, because then it gets into a little bit of calculus and who wants math.
Well,
Well, okay. The only law that I was paying attention to when I was in wrestling was to make sure that she was over 18.
Oh my gosh.
sir, with that said, we are going to do one more fact.
Yes,
And that
please.
is a video showing an actual wrestling ring being
Yes.
Oh, this
built.
is
Because
cool.
This was cool.
Sherry
This was cool.
This is
found
cool.
this, and I thought it was pretty neat. Do you want to talk us through this, Lou?
Well, okay. It's been a long time since I've had to put up a ring because that was what you do when you first start out because it's
That's right.
considered
It's
paying
paying
your
dues.
paying
Yeah.
dues. Yeah. So what you're seeing, the first thing is the post, then the frame, and then the cross frames, and now you're seeing the boards, and these are the foam mats, and that's about all the padding you're going to see, and then the canvas goes down. Yeah. Now where are there come-alongs underneath it? I don't see because usually there's a cable underneath attaching the and you tighten it. So that way it tightens the ropes even more, and you tighten the turnbuckles as well. Because the tighter the ropes, the better spring you get off of them.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And
Yeah,
you see,
so-
there's really
but-
a lot of foam or padding. It's like a lot of metal and a lot of wood. So that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some rings are harder than others. I mean, Jeff, you've seen that. You remember the classic, the Joe Collins ring, the one that
Oh
hurt?
yeah,
that
that was pretty stiff.
was a stiff ring. Charlie's ring was the hardest ring I ever, because that was the ring I trained in. And his philosophy was, if you can work in this ring, you can work anywhere. And he was right.
Wow.
It was like concrete. Oh my God.
Right,
I
right.
couldn't. Well, my first 6 weeks, I thought that's how all the rings were because I didn't know any better. And then the guys kind of smartened me up. They said, no. This is a training ring. Don't worry about it. I was like, oh, because I didn't think I was going to last. I was like, this hurts. I was like, God,
Yeah.
Exactly.
couldn't even get out of my
Definitely
car. I
weeding
was like,
people out.
God. Well, that's how he weeded people out. If you were cut out.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's what he did. So a lot of times guys would they do it once and like, oh, they roll out of the ring and I'm
They're
done. They're done. Oh yeah, it hurts. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know it hurts. Some of that
Yeah.
shit looks like it really does hurt.
Mhm.
I know. I was just Googling the other night. What is this ring made of? Like, because I couldn't. I'm watching it, going, gosh, this whole thing. is
Plywood,
hurt."
metal, plywood,
Yep.
some foam and canvas. Yeah.
That's what I read.
Hmm.
And then they put a bunch of tables, ladders, and chairs under the bottom and kendo sticks.
Yeah, I read that
You need
too.
the
I
weapon.
read that too.
Well, one thing I always did was like, if you wrestle outdoors like this show is, but I'm sure the ring's going to have a canopy or something over it.
Mhm.
If it rains or drizzles and that canvas is wet, it's like a sheet of ice. It's
Oh,
Oh,
just
we remember
Oh.
that show, Lou.
Oh,
that when
man.
it rained and you and Frank were wrestling in the rain, basically, and the
Yeah,
mud outside
yeah.
the ring.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was all mud outside the ring, and it was like, okay, let's not go out of the ring. And that's the first thing Frank does. Goes outside the ring, brings mud into the ring. I'm like, what are you doing? Pretty much. I
It
was
was like the first match too. We're getting mud in the ring.
I think I yelled at him. I said, "Asshole, what are you doing?" There's mud in the ring. He's like, "You just." Yeah, but that's Frank though. So it's just we could do that to each other.
That's amazing.
Well, I had put together some highlights, right, Lana?
Yes, this is so amazing. You know, Lysandra had a very, very, very rough Saturday.
Yeah,
this
my
video put
editing
together.
software
It's
just
so
kind
great.
of, yeah, it wasn't
It's so
so
great.
nice.
Was it Microsoft?
No, I use Canva and I use a couple others, but it was just the size of my upload that kind of made it stuck in limbo. And
we don't want to go down that memory lane.
No, I don't. But
That
I
was
had
a
a lot of
Microsoft global IT crash joke that I was trying to make.
no. It wasn't like that. But yes, that was an awful, awful outage.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun putting this together and just a lot of memories over the years. I just picked a couple Summer Slams and picked a few of some good moves and threw some music to it, and it's just a couple minutes of just
Summer
pure
Slam
music.
sesh.
Yes. So let's get this started.
Excited.
Oh, this is it. Honky Tonk Man.
I love it. What a great place to start.
Oh, yep. This is Brett and Baby playing.
Yeah. Looks like the ring had to really be elevated.
This one was a good one too.
Yeah.
I was there for this
the
one.
ladder.
Yep, Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon.
Was that in Pittsburgh? Was that in Pittsburgh?
95. Yeah, that was the ladder match.
Yep. And Taker's always
98.
the best. Yep. I just am amazed at how much the Undertaker could get up in the air.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's so huge.
Right.
Ooh.
Edge. See, and some of that
Yeah.
shit looks like it hurts.
I'm seeing it. It all hurts.
It all looks like it hurts. Yeah.
It all looks
that.
like it hurts.
John Cena.
Yeah.
That was a really great match.
Yes, it was.
Some would say this one put Daniel Bryan on the map.
It was. That was the one that I remember. And this is when I had to give a little nod to Bray Wyatt there.
Good call.
That one was a good one too. Brock Lesnar got his ass kicked.
That's Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He gets up pretty good too. Golden Fall.
A little.
There's
There
the
it is,
tractor.
my tractor. I'm like,
Jesus.
Lysandra, is there a freaking tractor at
Yes.
SummerSlam?
Yeah, I don't think the ring was usable after that. It was like a dent to frame.
Right.
Yeah. Oof.
I'm outdoors. Come on, get out. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't forget it.
Ouch. Nice.
Man, oh my.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That was great.
Nice. Very good, Lysandra.
Well done.
It's
Thank
so
you.
good.
From beginning to end.
I tried to make it like all action through the whole thing. That's what
Okay.
made it really a little more challenging than doing like a traditional basketball or football
Mhm.
video. You have to grab it like right on that spot when they're like slamming them, and you
Yeah.
have to like clip it just right. With a you
Mhm.
know a regular sports video, you can get like a larger clip of the whole move.
Mhm.
So that was a lot of fun actually to do. So I look forward to maybe doing more in the future. But thanks for
Great.
watching.
Yes,
Oh,
that
thanks for doing
That
it.
was
Thanks
amazing.
By the way,
That was
that
great.
was
thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
an
Yeah, same
amazing
here.
video.
Yeah.
hmm
So
So
we were gonna go over the match card, right?
yeah, I'm so
Mm-hmm.
excited.
Okay.
See what
Or what
everyone
was it? The
thinks.
match card, or wait a minute. We want to do the match card toward the end. I was thinking maybe we can talk to the guys about
Oh, that's
their
true.
favorite SummerSlam memories.
Oh, you want to go first, Jeff?
I would like to go first because it dovetails into what I say is going to dovetail into what you say. I've been to a couple of SummerSlams. Both, I had media passes because I had a wrestling column in the Mansfield paper. The first one was SummerSlam '95 in Pittsburgh, which was a really great show. It had some really outstanding matches like the 1-2-3 Kid against Hakushi. It had Barry Horowitz against Skip.
Mhm.
But the best match, of course, was the one that Lysandra put in her clip, which was the ladder match between Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels. And that was actually better than their legendary first ladder match at WrestleMania 10. And then the next one I went to was the very next year in Cleveland. The only other time SummerSlam was in Cleveland in 1996. And that one, of course, had Shawn Michaels and Vader in the main event. Plus,
Go ahead,
first
Jeff. Go ahead.
boiler room brawl between Mankind and The Undertaker. And Lou, I'll let you take it from there.
Do you guys does the match sound familiar? Does that memory sound familiar to you guys with '96? With the what you remember how the match ended with the Undertaker laying in the ring and Druids came out and
Yes.
carried him away?
It's
I
been
was
a
one.
long time.
I was one of the Druids.
You were.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Now
It
I
was
gotta
me.
go back and watch that.
We have
Yeah, it
to
was me,
watch that.
Frank.
Okay, so I got to write
Yeah,
that
it was
down.
me, Frank, Tony Anthony, Tom Brandy, Tracy Smothers, and I want to say Aldo Montoya, who was just incredible. I think he was the other one.
Mhm.
And there was because this is how it worked because I wrestled in Pittsburgh I think that Friday night, and the Saturday night before I had to be at the arena because they taped some of that boiler room match the night before,
Mhm.
and they wanted us to walk through carrying Mark out, and Mark was like really cool about it and everything, and he's like, yeah guys, just don't drink tonight so you can carry me. He was joking, but yeah, they kind of went over like what they were going to do, and we rehearsed it. So WWE paid, well, WWF back then, they paid me for that night. We did the SummerSlam, then we did the pay-per-view, and then I did Monday Night Raw. I think that was in West Virginia, I think, wasn't it? We're in West
Probably
Virginia.
Wheeling or something.
Wheeling or somewhere. It was in West Virginia, and then we did the Superstars taping the next night. So I like worked the whole week for them, and they
Oh
just
my
took care of me. Yeah.
That's great.
So, oh yeah, that was a lot of fun because that was when I had my first dark. That was my first dark match.
Oh.
Was that Monday Night Raw? Yeah. So I had that. That was '96. Jesus.
96.
Wow.
That's almost
feels-
30 years ago.
Shush it.
I know.
Yeah.
The 90s still feel like 10 years ago. to me.
Mhm.
Gosh, I know. When you say 15 years ago, I think of 1999.
I was 23. Yeah, I was 23. And it was,
Wow.
that was it. But that wasn't my memory. My memory was my favorite was when Bret Hart beat Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental Belt in '91.
91.
Mm.
That was great.
And I was 18, and I was at the following Friday was the house show at the Richfield Coliseum, and Bret Hart was defending the belt against Warlord. I was ringside. And after he won and he was outside of the ring and he was hunched over, I reached out and Bret Hart shook my hand. I was 18. I was like, oh, that's cool. And guess who was sitting behind me?
Who?
Jeff. Jeff was.
Oh,
Okay.
We
First time we ever met.
First time we ever met.
1991.
91. Yeah. First time we ever met. So it was a fun time.
Yeah. And now it's 33 years later.
Yeah, I know. Here we are. Well, then, because I remember when I first started seeing you announcing, I said, hey, you were from I knew you from somewhere, and it was we sat there, we just talked wrestling the whole time. We're just fans. Yeah, we're just fans of the business. So
And we're still talking wrestling.
yeah, because I didn't start training. I didn't get in until it was early '93. So I was about a year and a half away from where I even started training and doing anything. That was then, but yeah. So '96. Yeah, and Charlie was the one that got me into WWF.
Nice.
So, mhm.
Wow.
Yep. What is this? Okay. Somebody just messaged me. Anyway, some random guy on X told me, was trying to get me to fight somebody. And he's like,
It's a strange place. It's just,
he's like, this guy will mop the floor with you. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was talking about. And I'm like, okay. I said, all right, I'm 51 years old. I have arthritic knees, arthritic elbows, and arthritic hands. Where are you going at with this? I mean,
Right.
I'm beat up, man. What do you want? I mean, I don't know why
you're
he
not
was
beating anyone up.
No, I'm not. Yeah. No, I could still do things, but and we're not going to talk about that. But I'm not going to fight some random stranger on the internet. So I don't know where that came from.
We're grown-ups now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm still amazed that you're here after you got your head slammed through that wooden ramp in Pittsburgh at PWX. It was like a Lou-sized head imprint in the hole in this wooden ramp on the way to the ring.
That was a particle board. That was when was that? That was one of the first times I let. Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, he power bombed me through it. It was Dave. Wow. Yeah. Well, the thing was, I didn't want you to know it was going to happen because I knew you were announcing it. And I wanted your natural reaction to it. And
you got it.
Yeah. It was just like when it happened, everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Because I mean, just the reaction. That was wild. Yeah, because I didn't move. It didn't hurt that bad. It was particle board. I went through the particle board.
It looked great.
Yeah, because I remember we watched the tape of it the next morning at Norm's house, and he just like looked at me, goes, "You okay?" And I'm like, "I actually don't feel too bad." I was like, "I was all right."
Wow.
So
he lived to tell the tale.
Yes, I did.
If that happened now, you'd probably be trying to recover.
I wouldn't even do it.
Right?
I wouldn't even do it. I couldn't. If I worked a match now, I'd be so sore. I'd be so sore.
I'm sore watching Raw and SmackDown and everything. I watch it. I'm like, ow.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why. Because I think who did somebody was asking me about it. It was about it was 9 years ago, a little bit over 9 years ago, when Christine was pregnant with our oldest. She got through the first trimester. I just kind of fulfilled my commitments and just hung it up and said, I'm done. I just got tired of getting hurt all the time. And just at that point,
being away from home. I mean, these wrestlers are gone from home most of the year, and they work holidays and all that stuff.
Missing birthdays, Christmases, all that stuff. And I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm done. I have other things I can do. To win another belt to collect dust on a shelf behind me. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, rather be there for my daughters. But yeah, that was my favorite. Definitely my favorite memory, because I was a Bret Hart fan. That's who I idolized growing up. So
I love watching him wrestle.
Yeah,
he was so fun. But yeah, I mean, with that said, what is your favorite SummerSlam of all time?
Ooh.
That's a good one. Well, 91 is really the feel-good SummerSlam because almost all the good guys won. You had Hogan and Warrior winning over Sergeant Slaughter and his crew. You had Bret Hart winning the championship. You even had Virgil winning the $1 million championship. And then at the end, the Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth get married. And
they got married in that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. There was a marriage at SummerSlam?
The main event was the match made in heaven, the match made in hell. So Hogan and Warrior won the match made in hell. And then at the end, the match made in heaven, Savage and Liz get married.
Randy. Yeah. There was Randy and Elizabeth. Well, they were already married. They just redid their vows.
I should have kept that clip. She had such big
getting
hair.
Married.
I love big hair all day long.
Love it.
No, I would have never thought that you had big hair in the 80s, Lana.
Oh man, I already know Lana was like
the biggest. Amazing. It had its own zip code, my hair.
What about you, Jeff?
Big hair?
No, well, let's not.
I was looking at any hair. It was just a tiny bit there, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, Jeff. I'm just fucking with you, man. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
What was it? Your
no, Lou, your favorite SummerSlam?
Yeah, Lou. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite SummerSlam. I'm gonna say it sounds selfish, but 96 because I was there. I mean, I was backstage for it. I mean, I had to be. I was great. I mean, if you would have told me like 5 years before that, when I'm watching at a friend's house, Bret Hart win the Intercontinental title, and then, then 5 years later, I'm in it and I'm a part of it, and I'm wrestling and I'm making money. I wouldn't have believed you. I mean, I really wouldn't have believed you. And I was living, because to me, that was the first week where I felt like I actually got somewhere and I was doing something with wrestling, and it was just like, wow, and yeah, and I was a college student at that time. So that's just 96, because just to be there and to be a part of it. And I remember that was the one time Vince McMahon actually said something to me. He thanked me. He just said, "Thank you very much," that week.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, thanks, pal. No, he just said he was going through a phase where he wanted to be at the gorilla position on the headset and watch the matches.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think because it was in Columbus. I had 2 matches. I had Mark Merrow, and then it was me and Frank against the Smoking Guns. I wrestled.
I was there. I was in the crowd watching that show.
Yeah. So, and I was the only one yelling. Right? You remember I was the one going back and forth with the crowd.
I'm gonna need to make a Lou Marconi highlight reel.
No, there's not
No
much to
kidding.
say.
I need to look all of these up.
Oh, there's so
out.
many of them. Yeah, you wouldn't even recognize me because I looked so young back then. I was so good.
He fought Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, Steve Austin. That one, they came to me. I was really hungover, and they came to me. It was Goulet came to me, and he's like, "Hey, you want to work Steve Austin tonight?" And I'm like, "I can't say no." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that, sure." Yeah, and then it was because I knew it was going to air on TV right before he wrestled Bret Hart at Survivor Series, so I thought that that was going to mean a lot to him, and he and we went out and did the match. And I remember when I got back, they told me, Jake Roberts stopped me. And he's like, don't go anywhere. And I'm like, oh shit, we're going to have to do that again. And like, Vince is like chewing him out about
Austin. He was chewing Austin out. Vince was mad at Austin for his match with Lou.
Yeah, he was mad at me. And I was like, okay, do we have to redo this? Was it not what they wanted? What happened? And he came up to me. He's like, hey, sorry if I was stiff with you out there. I said, no, I'm fine. I was like, I'm okay. I knew I'm here to make you look good. So that's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. Thank you. And that was it. And I looked over at Jake and I said, is that it? And it's good. I don't know. They probably thought, because I mean, he laid into that clothesline pretty rough.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough match, as I recall.
But I was fine. I mean, I just didn't. Yeah, I remember at first I'm like, did I piss him off? I was like, what the hell? I was like, did I do something wrong?
Did I steal his beer?
Yeah, but no, he was. I knew he was. He was hyped up because he was actually getting there. I mean, he was the first time he was getting that big push. The first time he was. Remember, because he had that failure at WCW. They told him he wasn't going to be anything. Now he has a chance to prove that. So I understood why where he was at in his head, why he was the way he was, which is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's happy. But it's not even a big deal. Him and I were cool after that, so he appreciated it. Well, yeah, when you put guys over, they appreciate it.
They do.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, we're going to go over some of the confirmed matches for the SummerSlam coming up on August 3rd. So let's get into our match card.
And everybody predict who you think.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of go around the board and have everybody pick who they want. Let's go ahead and start with...
Oh. You go first, Jeff, or me? I don't want to talk over you, man.
Logan Paul and LA Knight. This is only Logan Paul's 3rd title defense, and he's been the champion for like 6 or 8 months. Of course, Logan Paul's from Cleveland, so I got to go with him.
I'm thinking somebody was telling me Brian Davis from the Fans First Sports Network's thinking LA Knight's going to win it tonight. And I was like, well, not in Cleveland. I don't think so in Cleveland. I think LA Knight might win the match, but I don't think he's going to win the title.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Like a count out or something.
Something like that.
DQ, yeah. No title change.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Sherry?
There's like, I know nothing about
Cleveland. Here, we want to get everybody's opinion.
It's so funny when she's on with Corey and I, we start talking wrestling, she just shuts down.
Just pick one. Pick a wrestler, any wrestler.
The Cleveland guy's gonna win in Cleveland. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Lana?
I would lose in a heartbeat in Cleveland. I've done it so many times.
My initial thought was they're not going to let Logan Paul lose in Cleveland, but I kind of think they're going to let Logan Paul lose in Cleveland. And I don't know why I think that. I
Because
do.
people
I
love to hate him.
do.
It's
Yeah.
going to change. It's going to go from the Montreal screw job to the Cleveland screw job.
Yeah,
That's
I
right. You heard it here
I'm
first.
going to go
Yeah, so put
LA.
him in the
And the
Sharks.
people love LA Knight. He's good on the
Mhm.
mic.
He's
Yeah,
great.
they really
Yeah.
love him.
He's a
Yeah,
great
I
talent.
think he would be a champion that the people would love. So that
Yeah.
one is kind of a toss-up. I mean, I'd like
It
to
is
say Logan
tough.
Paul would win,
Me
but
too.
definitely a hard one just because of how much LA Knight is loved by the crowd.
Mhm.
So,
hmm
all right, next.
Yep. Can I read a tweet that I just saw from Dustin Rhodes? Can I read this real
Yeah,
quick?
what does it say?
Said, please stop using the term jobber. It is extremely disrespectful to everyone who's putting their bodies on the line each week. All of us are enhancement talent. We enhance each other's careers. Show
Oh.
compassion to everyone that steps in this business and works hard.
That's a good way to see it.
Cody's brother. That's Cody's brother. Yeah,
I know
Yeah.
who Dustin is. He's in AEW, isn't he?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yes,
I
he
believe
is.
so,
Yes,
yeah.
he is.
Mhm.
Yep.
He was Gold Dust.
Yes, I love that theme song.
Mm.
I love the gimmick. I love the
I
gimmick.
loved it with Cody Rhodes and Dustin with the makeup and the gold and all that.
Oh my gosh,
that
I
was
have to
one
look
of
this
my
up.
favorite
Well,
like ring songs when they came out. I love it.
Oh
I
my
actually
gosh.
bumped it
Sorry,
in
I'm
my
I'm
car.
writing it down. I have to write things down. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
okay, go ahead. Sorry, we got Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is going to be a lot of fun. This has been like the great
Yes.
soap opera match with,
Yep.
I
of
mean,
course, Rhea, injured Liv Morgan, and so this is her revenge tour where she got the championship and she tried to take the man, Dominic Mysterio. But last night, did you see what happened last night?
yep,
Go ahead, Lana.
I did. I saw what happened. Where Rhea and Dom hooking it back up and breaking Liv's heart.
oh, that's
But
Oh yeah, when she dragged his ass out to the ring and made him denounce Liv Morgan.
Yes. But you know what? As a very lifelong fan of General Hospital and watching all of
That
this,
story's not over yet.
right? I think this is what I think. I think Liv and Dom are pulling a ruse on over Rhea. I think that's fake. I mean, it's all fake, but you know what I'm saying. I think
it's all work.
Yes,
It's a work.
It's a lot of acting. So I believe they're acting, and that it's not really true. But I do think that Liv wins this. That's
Well,
Do you think she is going to get together with Dom?
yes.
I
I think they're playing.
Wow.
I think they're
I
playing.
don't think
Rhea.
so.
I
don't think so.
I think it's going to come out. Watch it.
Let me tell you why. Because if you've watched some of the skits and stuff backstage, do you remember the one day where Liv Morgan's number was sitting there and then Finn Balor grabbed it?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
think he's the wild card in that. I think Liv and Finn Balor are maybe hooking
Now,
up.
is this the same belt that Rhea Ripley surrendered?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
She was injured,
yeah.
and Liv won it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking Rhea's going to win it back.
She'll win it back. I think the Judgment Day is going to break up, and I think the plot twist is that Finn Balor's banging her.
Yeah.
Ooh. I can't wait to see who's right.
We have two different plot twists going on right now.
And I like the way, Lysandra, I love the way you just put that. It was just so
Yeah.
good.
It was very
Elegant.
eloquent. It was
Very
very
eloquent,
romantic.
very eloquent,
It was
yes.
very romantic.
Hey, isn't that how wrestling's supposed to be? This
It's-
is like the dude soap opera kind of.
It
exactly.
is 1,000% the dude soap opera.
The dude soap opera. All right, let's go to the next match that we've confirmed.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jeff?
The Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. I think that she has a decent chance, but I'm going to go with Bayley. It's very interesting how the WWE has these great natural baby faces. They have Bayley, they have Sami Zayn, they have Johnny Gargano. At one point, all of them had turned heel, but on this show, they have all gone back to being baby faces, and they're all coming into the show as champions. Bayley's a champion, Zayn's a champion, and even Gargano's a champion.
Yeah.
So I think Bayley is going to have another big win, and I think she's going to put down the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What do you think, Lou?
I agree.
All right.
I'll go with Bayley because I don't see two women's titles changing in the same night. So
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Nia Jax will have her own screw job. Like, I feel like maybe she should have probably had the title a couple times. She's the irresistible force. I mean, it could go either way, but you know, Jeff brings up a really good point with the fact that, or Lou, he doesn't see the title losing coming out of both two women's hands in the night. So I'm just going to have to say Bailey will probably keep it. Because people don't, I mean, the people really aren't fond of Nia Jax. So,
No.
Oh, well.
No, and given what happened between these two in 2017, I think she's out for it this time too. So I think she's got it.
There you go.
Mhm.
Sherry?
It's so funny. She's like, I don't
Who do
know.
you really think is going to win, Sherry?
Yes.
The goth chick from the other photo.
Nia?
No,
Oh
no.
no.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Oh, Rhea Ripley?
With the spikes.
She has
Yeah,
nothing to
looks
do
like
with
a-
this match.
I know. I
Okay.
know.
She'll run in
That's
and
all
take
right.
it.
She'll run in and break it up. All right. Who do we got next here?
Bro, got a great idea. No, that was my Vince Russo. Oh,
Ah,
Drew
here it
McIntyre.
is.
Oh,
CM Punk.
Sam and Drew.
Oh, here's our boy.
This is the payback match. Do you think Drew is gonna get back there, Jeff?
Huh. CM Punk has a very interesting history in Cleveland. He lost the ECW title match to Chavo Guerrero Jr. He walked out of the company. He lost in UFC. His UFC debut was in Cleveland. He lost the AEW championship to John Moxley in Cleveland. The only good thing that he did in Cleveland was get picked up by Jennifer and I, and we drove him to the airport, and he didn't pay for it. So I'm going Drew all the way in this one. Cleveland is not CM Punk's town.
I was going to pick Drew McIntyre too, but for different reasons, Jeff. I just think
Punk lost to Jennifer too, so this is yeah. What were we saying about Drew, Lou?
I picked Drew.
Oh, you're
Why?
picking Drew also.
But
Yeah.
I said for different reasons. I just think in the booking sense wise to have Drew McIntyre go over. Yes.
Okay.
I think CM Punk is getting to I'm getting a little too old for this thing because he seems to only wrestle once every 8 months and he gets hurt every single time he comes out.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm,
Yep.
Yeah.
It gets there. It happens.
It happens.
Uh-huh.
What do you think,
Just-
Hannah?
True. I'll just go rogue and go CM Punk. I'll just go opposite. Really no good reason. Just going opposite of just maybe by freak chance this is his time in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Fun fact: when our daughter was a little kid, we used to call him Uncle Pepsi. Back
Uncle
when he was working with us in Ring of Honor and the IWC.
That's
That is
funny.
so cute.
That is cute.
Well, I am going to have to agree with Jeff. After he threw out all those facts about Cleveland just not being his thing, at first I'm thinking Drew is going to get back after being screwed over, 3 times already
Yes.
by CM Punk. And I guess I'm just going to have to say that it's just not going to be his night. Cleveland is like a stain in his career, it seems.
That's right.
I'm saying the stain ends, and CM Punk, on a whole nother note, has got a seriously amazing shoe collection. Now you're gonna look at his shoe.
Shoe lady.
I am. You know how much I love sneakers, so he's got the sneakers now.
I
Go
thought
CM.
you were going to.
Go
Yeah.
CM.
Okay.
Sherry?
Oh no. That guy.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Drew.
Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Okay,
Right on.
I'm the only
The guy
outlier.
without the tattoos and the chest hair.
Oh, yeah.
Drew. Okay, gotcha.
You're funny.
All right.
This is going to be a good
Oh,
one. I like
this
Gunther.
is going to be a
Gunther.
good one. I love him.
What do you think, Jeff?
I think Gunther's going to take this. He is dominant. Just how he had that
Yes.
big, long, dominant reign as Intercontinental Champion.
I was going to say that.
6 days. I think he's about to start another stranglehold. He's kind of reminds me of Samoa Joe in Ring of Honor. He was the longest reigning champion that we ever had, and he's also the longest reigning TV champion Ring of Honor ever had. When Gunther gets his hands on a title, he keeps it for a long time. And I like Damian Priest a lot. I like him as the champion a lot better than I thought. I thought he might just be a transitional champion, but he's good. He's good with the, of course, he also is from Ring of Honor. He was Punishment Martinez there. But I think Gunther's about to go on an era of dominance that's going to start at SummerSlam.
What you think, Lou?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Gunther's going to win. Yeah, I think he'll. I think he's a great talent. I mean, nothing against Damian Priest. It's just
For
I think,
sure.
yeah, I think I'll go with Gunther.
What about you, Lana?
I'm going Gunther as well.
Wow.
Me
Is that
too.
is that the first unanimous pick?
I think
I
it
think
is.
so.
I think so.
I don't want to go against my Puerto Rican brother, but
Aw.
I know I don't want to, but I think that the Judgment Day has run its course, and I think he's going to lose his belt, and that's going to kind of set the course for the Judgment Day breaking up.
Mhm.
Yep. What you think,
Well,
Sherry?
Well, Gunther looks like my Shih Tzu, so I'm going to go with the guy that looks like my Shih Tzu.
There you go.
What were you
Good
It
gonna
luck.
is
say?
unanimous. It is
Yeah,
unanimous.
good logic.
Gunther takes this one.
Oh my lord, your Shih Tzu. Okay, and then we have
Oh yeah.
what do we got here, Jeff?
Cody
Tell the
Rhodes
people-
and Solo Sikoa, the new head of the table. I think that this is going to be really interesting because everyone's all waiting with bated breath for Roman Reigns to come back and
Mhm.
reclaim his spot as head of the table. Now that Solo and his own band of Samoan guys, they basically just have rewritten the whole script with this guy as the head Samoan for they've redone the bloodline. But I think the old bloodline is going to get back together, and I think that's going to be setting up for a Survivor Series. But it would really be something if Solo could add the championship to his spot as head of the table. But I can't see Cody Rhodes losing. He is just in the perfect spot right now. I love Cody Rhodes being the WWE champ. I think everybody does.
Yeah. What do you think, Lou?
Well, I don't see Cody Rhodes losing the belt. Not
No?
this soon. No. I think he's going to have a long reign, at least a 1-year reign. So
Yeah.
if he does drop it, it wouldn't be till next year's WrestleMania. Oh, another prediction I'm going to make in the future with Cleveland: when we get the new Dome Stadium, we're going to host a WrestleMania.
Hey,
That
there
would
we
be-
go.
Ooh, I hope.
That makes
Sweet.
sense.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that I'm making that. I'm just going to throw that out there now.
You're
Just
going to
wanna
speak
get
it
that
into
out.
existence.
Put it
Yeah.
out into the universe.
Yes, manifesting abundance.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing. Okay.
What you got here? Who's next?
Lana.
Lana?
I mean, I'm not going to go against Cody Rhodes, but
Mhm.
so I think, I think like you said, though, too, no matter what, I don't see his reign ending this soon. No way. I do think he's going to take it to the next WrestleMania and retain it in the next WrestleMania as well. I'll call that one out there in the universe now as well.
I'm going to have to agree that Cody Rhodes is going to keep his belt. Everybody loves Cody.
That's
He's
right.
just
Top
a nice
baby
guy
face.
all around.
Mhm.
He gets the crowd going as soon as he walks out. And
Mhm.
I mean, the WWE universe would be just, I don't know. It would just be a bummer if they had him lose his belt just because of how much excitement that he still brings
Jeff.
to the ring right now.
Mhm.
Jeff, do you remember the joke we used to say when Dave Tarantula would be like, I had the crowd going. Yeah, you had him going to the concession stand. You had him going to the
Oh!
bathroom. You had him going to the exits. You remember that?
That's right.
That's right. I just made me think of that. It just came into my head, but go ahead.
Who's making fun of me?
Oh, yeah.
That is funny. That is a funny joke.
I kept calling this guy's room. His name was Dave. Remember that? All night I was calling his room and he kept answering his phone. And I kept asking, I was like, who is this? He goes, this is Dave. I said, Dave. He's like, Dave. It's like, Dave's not here, man. And hang up. The whole Cheech and Chong bit. And he kept answering his phone.
Kept calling for it.
Yeah. And you remember at breakfast the next morning, he was hot.
He was
didn't know it was
not
me.
happy.
He was pissed. I was like, well, why'd you
Didn't
keep
get
answering the
asleep.
phone? Yeah. Yeah.
That
But
is funny.
anyway, that's a road story
We
right there.
have one more match that was confirmed after I
Yep.
made my slides, which pisses me off because I like to be.
Sorry, I
prepared.
didn't realize it till after work that was a confirmed
That's
one.
okay. I was probably doing some extracurricular activities when that was announced. So,
Right.
anyway, what is it? Sami Zayn
And Braun Breaker.
and Braun Breaker. And I'm going to
That's
go
gonna be a
first
good
on that
one.
because Braun Breaker, I think, is going to run his ass over and take the belt. I'm not a Sami Zayn fan.
Oh, I love Sami Zayn. He
I'm not.
never lets me down.
I love Sami Zayn too. I'm gonna go with Lysandra on that one. I think Braun Breaker is another one like Gunther who's about to really take off.
His
Braun Breaker's
singlet
just
last
fun to
night
pick
said
fun
meaner
about.
than evil. I was like, yeah. I like him. So,
He's like a combination of Rick Steiner and his uncle Scott Steiner. He's like someone put them together.
Yeah.
Were you guys surprised in that match with Gunther and Sami Zayn? I thought, oh my gosh, Gunther has murdered Sami Zayn, like he's dead, and then he came back and beat him. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
That win astounded me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It was a good match. It was a
That
good
was
match.
a killer match.
Yeah.
So I'm
two
sticking
WrestleManias. That's 2 WrestleManias in a row that Sammy's won. You know, going back to night 1 of the previous WrestleMania with him and Kevin Owens against the Bloodline.
Oh
Yeah. 2 big underdog wins in a row at WrestleMania for Sami Zayn.
I know.
I was going to share something with you guys really quick. Since Sherry was the flamingo flamethrower, we had our own wrestling gimmicks that we came up with, and we wanted to get your guys' opinion.
All right.
So, Lana is... Hold on a second here.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that Lana?
Yeah.
That's
Crusher.
me.
Wow.
Crusher.
I'm a little
Lana.
robust.
Yes.
You're buff.
Yes. Well,
I'm robust.
Yes.
the Coach Crusher, and then me. I'm the Lethal Lolita.
Lethal Lolita. Yes, that looks good.
I like that.
Yes, you got
Those
the
are
Puerto
both
Rican
good.
flag and everything. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great job on both of those.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
we
it.
just thought we'd have a little fun with that. We had the flamingo flamethrower all dressed up, but I really couldn't think of an outfit to wear for Lethal Lolita that would be appropriate for the podcast.
It's a family show. Yeah, it's a family
Yeah.
show.
family
Right.
show. Damn it.
Family show. Yes, we are very family oriented on here.
Is it a family show?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Well,
am I.
Very much so.
Yeah, that's my new talent, is making everybody a wrestler. So if
Yeah.
you want to be a wrestler, come see me.
Yeah. Thank you, Sherry. Those were extremely wonderful.
yes.
You are
AI
very
Sherry
generated
came up with all that good stuff. It was a blast. Really quick,
great.
before we get into some of our call to actions and everything, I know that Jeff had some things that he wanted to plug, and I think Lou did too. So please take the floor. We would love to hear what you have going on.
Where's it? Yes.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, go ahead. Why don't you start, Lou, so I can get.
Okay. Well, I'll plug what I do because I'm still working for Fanatical Elves. I am doing the Burning River Browns talk. Starting July 29th, I'm doing a new show with Johnny Cleveland. It's called Stirring the Pot. It's going to be on Monday nights. I'm going to do the Friday night show with Sherry, and I'm still doing the Sunday Stew Pot on Rumble with Corey. And hopefully, we're going to be starting a wrestling show with Fans First called the Stewcast. So I'm going to got a lot of irons in the fire right now, just working on different things. But
Nice.
yeah, I appreciate everybody that comes to support. I still write articles for Fans First and covering the Browns, and I'm looking forward to this season of covering the Browns. And now, the news came down. Amari Cooper restructured. I wasn't worried. I told people to relax.
No,
Worried either.
exactly.
I was worried because he pulled that in Dallas.
You did?
I wasn't worried.
This isn't Dallas.
This is true. This is not Jerry's world.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I give this. I think the front office of the Cleveland Browns at this point in time, the current group in place, has earned the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, and we need a 2025 AFC Championship show. This 1987 is getting
I was like,
little-
what are you trying to do there? Oh, okay.
No, I'm showing my
Yeah, you're
boobs.
showing more than that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Showing my boobs.
my
AFC North.
87 AFC Championship.
Can you make them do this? If you
Those
did
are
that,
always the best boobs, AFC North boobs.
Yes, the best boobs in the AFC North.
if Lysandra did this, she'd bruise her face. So
Jeff, are you
Jeff,
ready?
What you got going on, Jeff?
I'm ready. Well,
Okay,
first
good.
I want to mention that I'm also
Jeff Gorman.
writing for Fans First Sports Next, with thanks to Lou for getting me in with them. So I'm covering the Guardians and the WWE for them. But the big news is I'm going to have 3 book signings on the weekend of SummerSlam in downtown Cleveland.
Oh,
Looking at
wow.
those
Where?
We got this side of the mic, which
Oh,
my
hold
memoir
on. Let's
of
give you
being-
a solo layout
Yeah,
here.
give them the big board.
All right,
Yeah.
show
There you
us.
This side of the mic, which is my memoir of being a wrestling announcer, all sorts of fun, crazy stories, some of which Lou has just told. Then we have the teen wrestling novel, Wrestling is Real, which is in a world where wrestling is a sport like baseball. Then
It's a
we've got the wrestling history book series. I'm writing a series of wrestling history books, starting with King of New York, who was the
Yes.
MVP of the World Wrestling Federation. So after writing a WWF history book, it's time to write a WCW history book, King of Atlanta, who is the MVP
Yes.
of World Championship Wrestling. And coming soon this fall, my lovely wife is going to give me. This is the cover of King of Philadelphia. My cousin just finished this cover. It's on fire. This is King of Philadelphia, who is the MVP of Extreme Championship Wrestling. And that will complete the Attitude Era series. But what I got to tell you is, I'm going to be signing these books on the night before SummerSlam, which is Friday, August 2nd, at Game Changer Wrestling. We're going to have a show called Now and Forever, the first GCW show in Cleveland. It's going to be crazy. Matt Hardy's going to be there. Former WWE champion Jinder Mahal's going to be there. All sorts of crazy stuff for the big GCW debut. And I'm going to be announcing on that show, as well as selling the books. And then on the day of SummerSlam, we've got a couple of book signings at coffee shops in downtown Cleveland on Saturday, August 3rd, before SummerSlam. All those 75,000 people, you walk around, they can go to 27 Club Coffee from 2 to 5. And then before that, it'll be Lionheart Coffee. And then we're, in addition to the books, we're going to have some gnomes. We got Brown's gnomes.
Yes.
Awesome. I love those.
I love the gnomes.
Wrestling masks too. So we got gimmicks to go with the books.
Right.
So, and we got state gnomes too. So it's going to be a pretty crazy time. So join us at GCW or the coffee shops before SummerSlam. And I have all that on my Twitter page on the profile. Just click on there and all the information is right there.
Right.
And you are at Jeff D. Gorman on X, correct?
That's exactly right. Thank you.
Yes. And Lou, you're L Marconi
1973, the year I was born.
Yes. Yep. Very good. Good year. All right. And yes, before we close out, a couple bougie announcements as well. We have, bougiesports.net again is our new website. And again, we're scrolling down there on the bottom with how you can find us through Facebook at Bougie Sports, at The Real SquadPod, and Bougie Sports on X. But remember that we do have, thank you, our golf outing come up on August the 16th at Copper Top. We do have spots. There. Yes, we do have spots still. So reach out to me if you would like to come and golf. Also, you can also do just dinner for $50 with unlimited beer. And we are now also selling 50/50 raffle tickets, and you do not have to come to the outing to enter. So I will put that back up on X as well on all of our pages. So you can just reach out to me. And I think we've sold maybe 50 tickets so far, just on people who can't come, which is huge. And half of that money is going to go to Fantasy Cares. So that's amazing. We really need to get everyone involved in buying some raffle tickets and supporting this great cause. And last but not least, I do have a suite for the Packers game. And we have seats in section 127. It's $167-ish per person, unlimited food, drinks, suite, seats down in the lower bowl. Good time. Hang out with about, 19 of us.
Very nice.
It'll be very fun.
Sounds fun.
Yes. So thank you all for joining us for our SummerSlam special. You can't say it quick.
SquadPod SummerSlam
special.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it was a pleasure.
It's a good thing you don't have a lisp.
That's right. So happy to have you guys back and sharing your wrestling knowledge with us. And
we got stories. We didn't even scratch the surface.
I know.
Buy the book.
Yeah, buy the book.
What did you put in there, Jeff? Do I have to sign a waiver?
This is a family show. I don't think
that's right. We can't be going on that road. Yeah.
No. I'm not doing that. No.
I'm just teasing. All right, everybody. Have a great night.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.